Good, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
All right. So you're here today because you hurt your performance, I hear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you did that by lifting heavy objects?
Yeah.
All right. How is your pain right now?
I would say it's 8 out of 10.
Okay. Does it get worse with certain positions or anything?
Yeah.
So just moving around?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
So we're going to do a few things for that. I'm going to show you how to lift something up in a better manner with better postures so you don't hurt yourself again.
Okay.
Also to prevent from this happening again.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do today, first off, we're going to put a moist hot pack on you. So it's like superficial heat. So heat up that area, and we're going to do some stretching and some exercises as well. And then at the end, we're going to go over some posture, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do the heat pack. What that does for you is it decreases your pain in a number of ways. It increases your nerve conduction velocity, which affects your gamma motor neurons. They're connected to the muscle spindles that are around your muscle, and those contract your muscle.
Mm-hmm.
The gamma motor neurons kind of makes them relax so that you can get that spasm to be relaxed. That affects your pain cycle. By doing that, it'll decrease your pain. Also, it'll vasodilate and increase the blood flow to the area, which is going to accelerate the tissue healing by bringing more nutrients and oxygens to the area and decreasing the waste products there. So that'll help you heal. We're also going to decrease the pain by increasing your pain threshold. Stimulating those cutaneous thermoreceptors by heating up that area is going to increase the A beta fibers and inhibit the A delta pain signals that are going to your spinal cord. So you're going to kind of stop that from going to your brain and you getting the sensation of pain by heating up the area. And according to Fujita in the Sport Rehab journal article in 2018, they also showed that superficial heat can also help with range of motion and decreasing joint stiffness. So that's going to also help us get a better stretch. So we're going to do all of those things by putting on this hot pack. We're going to do it for like about 15-20 minutes, okay? So are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get you prepared. We're gonna have you laying on your side. Let me grab something. But first of all, before we actually do anything and apply it, let me make sure that you're a good candidate for this.
Okay.
We're gonna go over some contraindications, something that it's not safe for you. So have you had a hemorrhage anytime lately?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you had any blood clots in the area?
No.
Anytime lately? No. Do you have any tumors or malignancy in the body or in the area at all?
No.
Okay. Do you have good sensation in the area? Can you feel hot and cold?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's good. We're not doing it on the eyes, so it's safe. Some precautions are: do you have good circulation?
Yeah.
Do you have any heart problems or nerve problems?
No.
No. Okay. Do you have? Are you pregnant?
No.
Do you have I can tell you don't have any edema or inflammation, right? It didn't happen like recently. It happened like a few days ago.
Yeah.
Awesome. And have you applied any cream or ointment?
No.
Okay. I think we're good and golden. So let's get you set up here.
Okay.
All right. So making sure to keep a good spine. I don't want you to flex to the side too much. Can you lay on your side here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Do you feel any pain?
No, right
You're
now.
comfortable?
Yeah.
You lift your knees up for me. Put a pillow on there, make it more comfortable. This is what's best for this position. And then we need 6 to 8 layers for the superficial heat. We have 3 layers here, 6 layers with another one, and then your shorts count as a layer, so it'll be 7 layers. So you might not feel the heat right away, but you should start to feel it. Can you lift your hips up for me? Good job. All right. How is that? Does it feel like good pressure on there?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna leave this for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm just gonna kind of let you relax here.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be back. I'm gonna give you a bell, so if you need anything, if it gets to be too hot, you let me know, just ring that bell, okay?
Okay.
All right. Here's your bell, and I'll be back to check on you in 5 minutes.
Great.
All right.
Cool.
Just hang tight, I'll be back.
Got it.
Okay. So the piriformis does external rotation of the hip, but at 90 degrees, it turns into an internal rotator. So we're gonna stretch at 90 degrees going up. You're gonna go into external rotation, but it's still, you should feel the stretch right there in that area, okay?
Okay.
All right, so what I want you to do is bring your right leg over your left, okay? And then can you reach behind your knee here?
Yeah.
And then bring it up until you can feel the stretch on your right side. Do you feel the stretch on the right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is it about the area where you want it to be?
Yeah.
All right, and you can do this for like 15 to 30 seconds, times 3 times, 3 to 5 times, depending on how much you want to do, and you can do this like once or twice a day.
Got it.
Okay, so I want you to make sure that you're stretching your performance at least twice a day right now, just in case. Good job. All right, so now we're gonna go straight into exercises.
Okay.
Can you turn back onto your side for me? Good job. Good neutral posture. All right, so we're gonna go work on the external rotation. I also want to strengthen the performance because a lot of the times it does need to be stretched, but a lot of the times it does need to be strengthened so that it's not so much load on it and it can actually learn to relax and not have be so much, it could be stronger to do external rotation. So keeping your feet together just like you're having and your knees bent really good. I want you to bring the top knee up towards the ceiling and then back down, making sure to keep your feet together at all times. Good job, and then back down. And you can hold up once you're on top if you want to make it an extra harder. Is that okay? Do you feel any pain?
No.
Okay, so I want you to do this about 12 to 15 times. If you think you can do that many reps, it shouldn't be too hard. So 12 to 15 times 3 I think is good.
Okay.
And I want you to do this at home also, like once or twice a day. All right, and if you do want to make it harder, you can also put a wrap in between right here, and then it'll make it really hard. But for right now, I want you to just start with this. Maybe next session we can add a band and see how that works.
Okay.
All right, can you turn onto your back for me? We're gonna do another exercise. Good. Okay. Let me get a band. Okay, so first I'm going to show you how to find your neutral spine. It's really important because the piriformis is connected to your sacrum, which is pretty much like back here. So that's connected all the way up to your spine. So by having good posture, it's going to help it from being, in a good position and not being over-tightened or overstretched, okay? So let's put this band around your feet here. Okay, so for neutral posture, act like your pelvis is going up to 12 and down to 6, okay? Can you go up to 12 for me? Good job. And then down to 6. Good job. Do you feel any pain? Okay, I want you to go up to 12 again, and then halfway to 6. Good job. A little bit more to 12, right there. So that's your neutral. I want you to try to keep that position, okay?
Okay.
All right, so when you lift your hips up towards the ceiling, I want you to squeeze your bottoms. That way you can strengthen all the way around your glutes, all the way, and you're gonna strengthen some core because you're gonna try to keep your core tight by keeping this posture here. So go ahead and come up. Good job, and then can you point your knees both to each side? Just like that, really good. And then come back in. Okay, so come back up, point your knees out, and then bring them back in. Bring them back in both, and then drop. Good job. Let's try that one more time. Come up, and then bring knees out, bring them back in, and then come back down. Is that too hard? Is that okay?
That feels good.
Okay. Now come up again, making sure to keep your core tight, glutes tight, bring your knees out. It's getting the external rotation, bringing them back in, and then coming back down. So you can do these about 10 times, and then like 10 times times 2, I think it's a little bit harder. Get up off. For getting up out of bed, it's really important that you don't bend or rotate your spine at all. I want you to try to keep it straight, like if you have a rod in the back of your back, you're trying to keep it straight when you sit up. So just like this, when you're on your back, I want you to log roll. It's called the log rolling technique. Log roll onto your side, try to keep it all in one motion. Don't bring your knees first or your shoulders first. Keep your shoulders and your knees moving at the same time, okay?
Okay.
And now that we're here, I want you to kick your feet off, and then I want you to push, not yet. I want you to push up with your elbow, push up with your hand, and try to sit up with good posture. Try not to rotate or move your spine over to one side more, okay? Can you kick off and push up at the same time, keeping your straight spine? Good job. All right. Okey-doke. All right, let's see how you stand. You stand up for me. For neutral posture, it's important that you stand up with even weight on both feet. I don't want you to be too much on one side like this, because then you're putting a lot of pressure on one hip, or on the both sides. Even if it is on the left, I'd rather you just be standing straight. You can think about keeping your shoulders back, keeping your chin up. If your ear should be at the same level of your shoulder, then you probably are having good posture. How you look right now, I think, is pretty good. Making sure not to overarch your spine or over round your spine. Just keeping a good straight back. You're just looking pretty good. We're gonna go over lifting a heavy object. Okay. To prevent you from getting hurt again, this is kind of a heavy object. I want you to always have your feet as close to the object as you can, keeping the object close to the body, as close as to the body you can while you're bringing it up, because if you bring it out, then you're putting on all through your spine. If you keep it close, I want you to lift up through your legs. So if you're like this or like that, then you can tell that's putting all the pressure. So making sure you have a good base of support, keeping the load close to you, making sure that your knees don't go up farther than your toes do when you come down, and making sure you keep that new nice straight spine. So go ahead and try that. Is it too close?
Yeah, a little bit.
Good job. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Did that hurt?
No.
Alrighty. I think we're pretty much good. So what's your pain level right now?
I would say it's a 4 out of 10.
It helped with the hot pack, you think? Good. So yeah, so just really make sure that you try to do those at home, and do the stretching, do the exercises twice a day. Stretch for 15-30 seconds times 3, and do the exercises 12 if you can. 12 reps would be good, 3 times twice a day.
Got it.
Okay, and then just remember to keep good posture. It's going to help you from preventing to get hurt again.
Great.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.